The last guest in room 307. Have you ever stayed somewhere that felt wrong? Not dirty, not noisy, just like someone was already there before you arrived. Tonight's story is inspired by dozens of accounts shared by hotel employees around the world. Some details have been changed, some have been combined, but every strange event you're about to hear has happened to someone. It was raining the night Emma checked into the Ashcroft Hotel. It wasn't a famous hotel, just an old 5-story building standing beside a lonely highway, forgotten by travelers and barely remembered by locals. The receptionist greeted her with a tired smile before handing over a key card. Room 307. As Emma turned to leave, she noticed something strange. The receptionist looked nervous, like he wanted to warn her. Instead, he quietly said, "Please, keep your door locked tonight." She smiled politely, assuming he was simply being cautious. She had no idea those would be the last comforting words she would hear. The hallway leading to room 307 was unusually silent. No televisions, no conversations, no footsteps. Only the faint buzzing of old fluorescent lights. She unlocked the door. Inside was an ordinary hotel room, a queen-sized bed, a desk, a small bathroom, a closet. Nothing looked unusual, except there was only one towel, even though her reservation clearly listed 2 guests. She shrugged it off as a housekeeping mistake. After taking a shower, she climbed into bed and quickly fell asleep. At exactly 1:17 a.m., her eyes suddenly opened. She wasn't sure why. There had been no loud noise, no nightmare, yet something felt terribly wrong. The room was completely dark. She reached for her phone, 117. As she placed it back on the nightstand, 3 slow knocks echoed through the room. Knock, knock, knock. Not from the hallway, not from the door, from inside the closet. Emma stopped breathing. She stared into the darkness. Nothing happened. Minutes passed. She convinced herself it had to be old pipes, wood expanding, anything but what her imagination suggested. She rolled over, closed her eyes. Then knock, knock, knock. This time, closer. Morning finally arrived. Downstairs, Emma casually mentioned the strange noises to the receptionist. Instead of looking surprised, he quietly asked, "What time?" "About 1:17. His smile disappeared. He slowly nodded, then whispered, "You're not the first guest to say that." According to him, people staying in room 307 had reported waking at exactly 1:17 for years. Some heard knocking, others heard whispers. One elderly couple claimed someone sat on the edge of their bed every night. Housekeeping refused to clean the room alone. Maintenance workers avoided it after sunset. Security cameras never showed anyone entering, yet complaints continued. Emma laughed. Ghost stories spread easily. People influenced each other. There had to be a logical explanation. She decided to stay one more night. Again. At exactly 1:17, her eyes opened. This time, the bathroom light was on. She clearly remembered turning it off. Slowly, she walked toward the bathroom. Nothing. Empty. She switched off the light. Returned to bed. Click. The bathroom light turned back on. By itself. Her heart began racing. She grabbed her phone. No signal. Battery 1%. She had charged it before sleeping. Then, she heard breathing. Not her own. Someone else's. Very close. Right behind her. Emma turned around instantly. Nobody. Only the closet. Its door was now slightly open. She was certain it had been closed, very slowly. The door creaked wider. Inside, nothing but darkness. A darkness that somehow looked deeper than the room itself. She whispered, "Who's there?" Silence. Then, a woman's voice. Soft. Weak. Almost crying. "Don't leave me." Emma couldn't move. The temperature dropped. Her breath became visible. The air smelled damp, like old concrete after rain. The whisper came again, closer this time. "Please." Then everything became silent. She grabbed her shoes and ran. She didn't pack. She didn't take her luggage. She sprinted down 3 flights of stairs until she reached the lobby. The receptionist was already standing behind the desk, as if he had been expecting her. Without asking a single question, he handed her another key card. "Room 112. The first floor. You'll be safer there." Emma didn't argue. She spent the rest of the night awake with every light turned on. The next morning, she checked out before sunrise. She promised herself she would never return. Months passed. Life slowly returned to normal. Until one evening, an email appeared in her inbox from the Ashcroft Hotel. Subject: lost property. Confused, she opened it. Attached was a security camera image, taken outside room 307, timestamp 1:17 a.m. Emma was standing outside her room, looking directly toward the hallway, but she wasn't alone. Behind her, only a few inches away, stood a woman. Long black hair covered most of her face. She was barefoot, her neck bent at an impossible angle. The hotel apologized. They claimed it was probably a camera malfunction, a corrupted image. Emma desperately wanted to believe them, until she zoomed in. The woman wasn't looking at the camera. She wasn't looking down the hallway. She was staring directly at Emma, smiling. Hotel employees around the world have shared stories that sound remarkably similar. Guests waking at the exact same time. Unexplained knocks from inside empty rooms. Lights turning on by themselves. Footsteps in deserted hallways. Security cameras capturing figures no one remembers seeing. Most of these stories have perfectly reasonable explanations. Old buildings, electrical problems, sleep paralysis, stress. But every once in a while, someone experiences something that no explanation can fully erase. So before you stay in your next hotel, remember this. If you wake up in the middle of the night and hear 3 slow knocks coming from inside your room, whatever you do, don't open the closet, because sometimes the thing inside isn't trying to get out. It's waiting for you to let it in. If you're still listening, check that your bedroom door is locked. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.